Hello, everybody. So today's video, I would like to dedicate upon the concept of our course. What is this 8 weeks mentorship all about? How are we going to proceed step by step, week by week, and ensuring that towards the end you fetch a promising role in Europe? How do we do that? What is the course? What is the content? What are the various things that go into the picture, the linguistic skills, everything. So I'm going to show you a glimpse of everything in this. So without wasting any time, let us dive directly into the my screen and let's see how we're gonna progress ahead. All right. So yep, let me share my screen first. All right. So before anything, okay, I hope you guys can see my screen. Before anything, what I would be doing is that I would be actually checking your profile based on your profile and see the segmentation. For example, let me take the example of my favorite designation, that's project manager, because a project manager can be both IT and non-IT, so it pretty much fits in. But yes, we dig deep and we dig specifically. For example, we go into Scrum Master, we go into data scientists, sales managers, marketing managers, so on and so forth. Tons of the promising roles we always see. So, for example, project manager. So I just type project manager initially, and then I look at European Union. All right. And I just see the roles which are promisingly, popped up here. 77,000 roles is a huge role. Compare it with Canada, because that's where most of the Indians go. Just 77,000 roles, and where in Canada we have how many? Just 14,000 roles. So here is the first glimpse you get of a clear, distinct differentiation between the roles opportunities in Europe and in Canada, despite Canada being a much bigger landscape than Europe. You can do a further deep down where most of the Indians go, for example, Singapore. Okay. See, even in Singapore, 7,000, 8,000 roles. Let's see. We could see Australia, 8,000 roles. So again, we see a clear winner, that is Europe. Okay. 77,000 roles. Now, where in Europe we should go? Europe is consisting of 44 countries, out of which 26 are Schengen countries. Where exactly you should go? So let's do a deep dive there too. But before we launch into that, I want to give you a quick view onto seeing, if you go to date posted and see past month, out of those 77,000 roles, we see 57,000 are still open. That shows how much of potential is still there to absorb it despite having recruited more than 20,000 roles. Still so much in abundance the roles are lying. So this shows that yes, Europe is the right continent for you to go. Now, where in Europe? Now we have decided, yes, we don't want to go to Canada, no Australia, no this, no that, Europe. But now where in Europe? So let's start one by one. We see France. Okay. And this you can do yourself. It's not a rocket science. 18,000 roles in France, which is very promising. So this person can be easily fixed in France. Let's see Belgium, 3,000 roles. Okay, not too bad. Italy, 4,000. All right. Austria, okay. And then let's see Netherlands, 6,000 roles. Let's see dark. You know what is dark? Dark is basically Germany, Austria, and Switzerland come together. And you see 28,000 roles right there in dark. That means it's German speaking country. So now we have quickly, within the span of 5 minutes, we have shrunk the whole world. We have designated our, which country, which continent we should go and which country we should go with this designation. So however, to have this designation is called niche identification. This takes at least 2 to 3 sessions, because especially when you compare from Indian designation to European designation, it's not apple to apple comparison. So it does take time. All right. So yes, we have completed now this, and we know dark is the go-to place for us. Okay, that's number one. We have designed 2 dots. One dot, who you are. So that's called niche identification, that we will do together. Number two, where you should go, that we just saw. Okay, in this case, this person, whoever's the project manager, we have found that dark is a good place for you. We can have further drill down. Project manager in what? Then we will see it could be specifically, it could be Netherlands, it could be Belgium, wherever. So we could have a different. So two dots are designed. One who you are, one where you should go. Now, whenever you have two dots, what derives out of two dots is a straight line. And that straight line is our program, Aurolingua Career Program, following which the 8 weeks mentorship program, you will reach from here to here. All right. So let's give a quick view about the program. All right. So I'm taking you to the another screen. This is my website. So once you come to the website, after having watched, before you were going to watch the entire webinar, but here, if you scroll down just a bit, you will see 8 secrets that I'm going to reveal, and those are the backbone uh, of my course. Okay, the program, not a course, but a program. Number one, we're going to get rid of all the common mistakes. Whatever we're going to sit down, strategize, build. Now that we have derived who you are, where you should go, our team and I will be sitting very closely with you, working to understand who you are, what is your corporate avatar, how we are going to present you to Europe, because here the designation will be different, there it will be different. What are the top, best foot forward? What are the top skills? What are the layback skills? Where you need to brush up? What is your education? Everything will be making sure that we have it in our candidature database. Okay. Then number two, based on these details that we got, we are gonna work upon a hidden market. Now this is very interesting. What we just saw here, okay, the 77 or 28,000 roles, they are just the advertised jobs. LinkedIn, any job portal, advertised jobs, simple. But what lies within hidden job market, we have yet not seen. Now, what is this hidden job market? You might say, look, what is the hidden job market? Why is it not advertised? Well, the sheer reason for it not being advertised is because they do not need to be advertised. It's like you have various not top-notch industrialists in Gujarat who do not need to advertise themselves, and they are multimillionaires. It's only recently we start coming to know about them. Same way here also. They are the SMEs. What is SME? Small and medium-sized enterprise. Now, I'm not talking this out of my head. Look here. There is by the by the Europa, which is the European Commission website. It's an official website for European Union, and they have categorically specified the strength of this SME. Okay, entrepreneurship of the medium-sized enterprise. So you see here, if I scroll down, you see they are talking it to be small and medium-sized enterprise SMEs are the backbone of Europe's economy. They represent how much? 99% of the businesses in EU. How much? 99%. So you know what does this mean? That 1% is what? Those top-notch companies such as Google, Facebook, Tesla's, whichever are the gigantic. And that's where you are all approaching. And that's where you should not approach. We should look at this 99%. They employ about how many? 100 million people, more than half of the Europe's GDP, and play a key role in adding value to every sector of the economy. Now you understand, this is right in front of you. Go ahead, check out this website. It's by the European Commission, and they have detailed about it. And this concept we have been following for a long time. And recently this has been even authorized by the European Commission of the European Union. So this is the proof of the pudding. All right, now coming back here. So what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate on this 99% and these jobs. Another interesting concept. Now you may say that, why are these jobs not advertised? Well, these jobs are advertised, but where? They are advertised locally in their respective country, because the law says that you cannot hire somebody, a foreigner, for a job, which is of the country. The first priority needs to be given to that country. And that's the reason that these jobs are circulated internally, and our team fetches them up. They are aware about it, and it's circulated in the newspaper, local websites, word of mouth, notice boards. And these are top-notch jobs. It's just that we are not aware about it because we are hunting in one direction, that is the branded jobs. But no, these are more efficient and they sponsor visa. These things, these jobs sponsor visa because they do not take you as one FTE, not one full-time employee, just like a capacity planning. You are a resource who's going to resolve their problem and they will go step ahead to hire you. So they do sponsor visas. So now next step is we look at visa sponsored roles in this. Okay. We ensure that you are first a visa sponsored roles. Then after that, we do a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is a customized plan that is put forward step by step in order to achieve a goal which needs to be derived out of you. We need to go specifically step by step, making sure that each and every documentation, each and everything is foolproof before we go, as we need to be the next person to be hired. If there is a job opening, it should be you, the next person to be hired for that. All right. So what do we do? Our team will make sure that you overcome all the erroneous way ATS proof resumes and everything. Okay. Cover letter, motivation letter, LinkedIn profiles, be it translated documents, everything will be taken care by our team. To the extent they will even go ahead and design your resume in the European format, design your cover letter. They will even script it. They will even modify your summary, modify your achievements, put the percentage, put the accomplishments. Everything will be done in a very professional way, in a very professional team seated in Europe and in a European way. Next, we go to cultural and networking because this is a very, very crucial, important thing. Networking is the backbone, especially cultural networking. See, getting job is not a big deal. We all can get a job. We know how to get jobs, okay? But sustaining is an important thing. What if you get a job and after 2 months, the employer comes and say, hey, uh, Mr. Raj or Miss Smita, whatever the name is, that you are a good employee, you do hard work, but you are not a good culturally fit into the environment, and that's kind of disturbing. So we may need to relook at your candidature. And how would it sound to you? You'll be back to square one. You've done all that effort going through various agencies, spending lakhs of rupees, uh, going to the job seeker visa, waiting a year or something, and then you hear this after 2 months is shattering, completely shattering. So we need to equip ourselves to make ourselves culturally fit. So we will train you how to do that. So that once you go there, there's no looking back. It's only advancing forward. All right. Next, obviously, from week fifth, week sixth onward, implementing everything, my team will also go ahead and look for jobs for you. They will look jobs for you, they'll hunt jobs for you in this SME database, in various portals. There are tons of official portals which are released in Europe, which you are not aware about. Specifically to your designation visa sponsored roles, they will hunt, they will apply also on your behalf, and eventually you will start getting the interviews. And now you need to be equipped with the interviews. You have been trained for everything. You have been trained uh, with your respective role. You have been trained culturally. Now what? Now we will schedule a mock interview program for you, where we will train you. We will script it for you. We will mug it up for you so that you understand what you need to go and speak. How do you negotiate a salary? How do you negotiate a salary? How do you negotiate a notice period? What are the things? How do you negotiate that? Okay, I need to bring my family along as well. I need to have other financial aspects. Everything. It should not be you being sitting on the other table being just hampered with their rules and regulation. You should be also able to put forth your view. Maybe you want to take a view of the entire office, a virtual view. That is also a facility available in Europe, but you don't know that. Most of the people who go for giving interview are taken around of the office. Are you aware about that? Especially when they are there physically, but nowadays even virtually it happens. Then the most important thing, we're going to equip you with the foreign language, be it German, French, Portuguese, Dutch, Spanish, Italian, anything, name it. You have in our a corporate database our well-equipped, well-proficient trainers who are going to help you. There's a course designated for that. So these are the 8 steps that we are going to follow, foolproof method that is going to fetch you the role. So we had those 2 dots designed, and these 8 steps which I showed you is the line. All right. So this is what we're going to do. And certainly you go, feel free to visit my website. You will find more about this program, which is mentioned here. As I come with a strategist with 80 years of experience into the HR domain, working in most top global companies such as IBM, Genpact, Monsanto, AXA, various European countries. So this is how I have designed. This is about me, a summary you can go through at your ease. I speak French, Italian, German. This is the core team, and these are the testimonials which you can go through, who have followed this methodology and who have fetched a potential role there. All right. So yes, this is about the program. Let me give you a more quick view of how the program looks like structurally. Okay. The 8 weeks program. So first we'll do a niche identification, what I told you. Okay. These are just words, but there's a full session, a dedicated sessions behind this. Okay. Then we'll do a SWOT analysis. We will ensure your cover letter and elevator pitch are made by our team. We will ensure that we design a foolproof European top-notch resume and cover letter for you, which is ATS proof and which is European standard. We will ensure it is translated along with making cover letter, motivation letter, reference letters, tons of other documentation, because you must understand European, especially the Dutch, the German folks, they love documentation. They love documentation. The more the documents, the more the merrier they are. So we are going to give them exactly what pleases them. All right. There is a list of company buildup which we have, the database. So we are going to make you dive into that database. We are going to pluck in the gold out of that and give it to you. We're going to work together on that front. All right. Then obviously the networking tracker, interview tracker, job portal training will be providing you customized interview preparation, mock interview, salary negotiations, notice period, joining date discussions, skill demonstrations. You will be having templates and scripts which are designed by us. We have already a pre written templates and scripts. All you need to do is just plug it off, change your name, and then send it back to them. And these are foolproof, proven scripts in respective language as well as in English. So you have in left English, right in the respective language. All you need to do is plug and play. And people just love it, especially when it comes to connection building or writing emails. They just go pluck it and give it there. It's excellent tool. Then you have your HR additional course, which I'll be providing you as a bonus. I'll be also providing you a bonus language sessions course, recorded course. We'll be giving you European behavior etiquettes, conduct a socializing session, and also we'll be providing an identifying list of jobs that my entire team will be dedicated working on your candidature and will be providing it to you. We'll be also helping you with JSV, job seeker guidelines checklist. Although most of the job that we'll be looking would be visa sponsored roles, but still we'll go ahead and provide you the job seeker visa sponsored JSV guidelines, so that you don't need to go and hire an agency who will be charging about 80 or 90K for you to just get that appointment. No, no, no. We're gonna be self-efficient. We are gonna learn how to fish rather than beg a fish every day. No, we're gonna be self-efficient. And then obviously you'll be having sessions with me. You'll be having Q&A sessions with me. I will be literally sitting over your head. So that's how I'm going to work so closely with you. If it requires a group call, if it requires a one-on-one, if it requires a small group, I'll be, if it requires a video call, if it requires Zoom, if it requires a con call, we will do it in a very professional manner. We are going to be one entity all together in order to progress ahead. And that's how we're going to go. All right. And that's exactly how we're going to progress from here. So yeah, I think this is it. A brief intro of the whole session, of the whole thing, which I wanted to give you a quick view. And this is how we're going to progress ahead. All right. We'll go step by step. We'll go step by step and complete this. And then we'll make sure that you progress in a very structured manner, following this entire course, following this entire program. And then towards the 7th or 6th week, you start seeing the magic reveal itself. All right. So great. So I think this helped some bit of your query regarding your the course content which I have given you, and great. Looking forward to see you on board, and then we shall take it here from there. Thank you.